I'm delighted to have this opportunity today to interview our Outstanding Technician of the Year for 2022, Hong Lin.
Hello.
I just thought I'd ask you a few questions to find out what this award means to you. But could we start by giving a brief introduction to your background, please?
I'm a senior technician in Reading University. I've been at Reading for more than 23 years. I started my career as a physician in China before I came to UK to study and worked in the Edinburgh University, where I obtained my MPhil in medicine. I joined the Reading University in September 1999 as a research technician. I learned a range of the research techniques. Then I took a position as a lab manager. This was extended to a floor coordinator when we moved to a new building in 2008. In this role, I am responsible for the day-to-day running of the research floor in a building shared by biologists and pharmacologists. As well as supporting research, I gave lab induction to staff and students before they start their job. And I'm a first point of contact when anything happened in the lab. While managing the lab, I'm still part of the research teams carrying out research activities. Most researchers are on short contract and leave when the contract finishes. I keep a range of the core and specialized lab techniques and pass them to the newcomers. I also perform some small-sized project for collaborators, finishing off the additional work for the publications and doing some preliminary study for PIs for the grant applications.
It sounds like you're very busy. I wonder if you could tell us why you think you were nominated for this award.
To be honest, I never imagined or expected this to happen. When Karen, our director of the technical services, told me she was going to nominate me for an award, I didn't know why. She told me I had done some fantastic work and she hoped I would be recognized for this. I'm proud being a part of the team which developed the cannabis-derived medicine, which is approved by FDA and available in NHS to treat severe epilepsy in children. I'm proud I have made some little contribution in it. Also, I'm part of the Llama antibody team at Reading University. They are established in 2015 at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. When most research activities stopped, Professor Ray Owens from Oxford contacted the team to work on a COVID-related project, working with the virus spike proteins. I was determined to carry on this project regardless all the uncertainties at that time. And the first immunization to Feifei, the llama, was done on the second day of the national lockdown. The work was published in Nature in July 2020. I'm proud being involved in these two high-profile pieces of work.
That's really interesting, and Fifi's a great name for a llama.
Yeah.
So I wondered if you could tell me why you think technical roles are so important.
Yes, we are essential to teaching and research. I don't have experience of running practical classes for undergraduate students myself, but I see my colleagues working, and everybody knows that without technician, the teaching is just not going to happen. In the research area, I wasn't only supporting the researchers, I was directly involved in the research activities, preserving the core specialized lab techniques, managing the highly specialized equipment, as well as producing the reliable data towards the publications. Technicians can play very important roles.
They certainly do.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you could share with us what the recognition about winning this award means to you.
Yes, it means a lot. I was in shock when I heard that I've been shortlisted for the award. I just couldn't believe it. To be invited to the ceremony in London, that's once in a lifetime experience. I was so excited. Not only saying I feel happy that the years of the hard work being recognized, and also feel very happy when my children told me that they are proud of their mother.
Oh, that's lovely. I was wondering if you could perhaps think of 3 pieces of advice that you could give to technicians that were starting out in their career.
Yeah, from my experience, first, I think it's important to have an open mind to learn new techniques. Don't say no, always give a try. After some time, people in the team, either the academic PIs or technical colleagues, will see your potential and the opportunities will come your way. And second, be determined to overcome challenges. You know, English is not my first language. Sometimes I feel frustrated about my communication during work. So there's some extra effort needed, especially working in the teams. Finally, appreciate your essential contribution as a technician.
That's great advice. So the award is sponsored by the Technician Commitment, and I'm interviewing you today as Associate Lead for that. And I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about any changes you have seen over the years at Reading University that have increased the visibility, recognition, career progression, and sustainability of technical roles like your own.
Yeah, when the news of my winning the awards came out, some of my former colleagues said they wish the awards existed 15 years ago. So we are so much more visible now, thanks to the technician commitment. In late 2021, UKRI contacted me for their campaign, 101 Jobs That Change the World, to share profiles of the people who work often behind the scenes in a wide variety of the roles. I did an interview with them to show my role as a senior technician supporting pharmacological research, especially my involvement in development of the medicine to treat the epilepsy and the llama immunization in COVID-19, COVID antibody research. Obviously, they did a very good job in editing the film because I was nervous, so nervous with a nearly blank mind when they filmed. So the technician commitment and awards like the Times Higher Education Awards have made big difference. And it is now recognized how important technical roles are.
Yeah, I agree. We've come a long way, but there's still a lot of progress to be made. So I'd like to thank you today for taking the time to come and do this interview, and like to congratulate you again on winning the award.
Thank you.
And
Thank
to the other
you.
technicians that were shortlisted.